Henry McClure live. Hey, did you ever see the movie The Lincoln Lawyer? And the very last scene where the motorcycle guy is talking to him about old hard case getting arrested again. Yeah, it turns out his girlfriend is some cop's wife. And that's some sort of country singer too. I can't remember who it is, but anyway, at the end, Matt McConaughey goes, "Who's Howler? What's his name?" Anyway, the attorney, he goes, "How about I do this one for free there, Eddie?" And he goes like that. And that's where that came from. It also has some other references. Now, we got somebody watching tonight. Now, what are the chances of that being Andy the Mothman? Call in at 785-235-3353. This is my version of dunking the clown. Just having a cup of hot coffee. Oh yeah. So I had a good day today. A lot going on. Big day, big day. Seven 785-235-3353. Call in and ask the Maven of real estate. Went by and looked at a friend of mine's house who's an architect, and it's so funny. Listen to him. He goes, "Hey, this house is straight." I mean, he goes, "All the angles are built right. Whoever built this house built it right." It's funny. But I'll tell you what, right now in the residential market in Topeka, Kansas, this is the time to sell your house. You better have somewhere to go because it's a seller's market today. I was a friend of mine inherited a house, and she's thinking about not moving into that house, but buying a house. We found one similar to hers. And basically, I told her, you need to just make a full price offer and buy that house. Move into it, and then we'll get your other one fixed up and sell it. Also, I got 90,000 feet of the old Gordmans. I got a lease. But I'll tell you what, most than anything, I'm praying that we get America open back up because this is crazy. It's insane. I mean, this is the flu. If you just think about it, here's the rationale that goes through my head. Some deaths could be avoided if we didn't smoke cigarettes, but we allow smoking. People die of a bad diet. There's things in your diet that kill you. Alcoholism, bars, the liquor stores were deemed essential. I mean, there's so many things. There's so many things that can kill you. And I think they've blown this flu completely out of proportion to control. And what's really terrible, it's the small business owner. I went into the Classic Bean coffee shop there in Fairlawn just to buy coffee because I just felt sorry. I was going into the grocery store there, Dillon's, and I noticed her sign was on. Well, hell, let's support your local business people. I mean, think about it. I read this post the other day. Marijuana is legal. Haircuts are illegal. It took 50 years, but the hippies finally won. But I tell you, we got to open America up. I mean, Walmart can't be the only safe place to go. And I really think if you read all these different opinions about wearing the mask, and think about it, is the whole thing. I mean, the doctors it's their business is called a practice. It's like lawyers. It's called a practice. You don't go to law school and then walk out and never lose a case. And you don't come out of med school and never lose a patient. So there's got to be acceptable losses but you can't, the laws can't be the American way of life. And you can't change the whole way we vote over this. I mean, it's okay. Well, look, put the voting booths in Walmart because it's safe to go to Walmart. I mean, what the hell's going on here? When are the sheep gonna? It's like the lemmings jumping off the cliff. Then all this stuff with General Flynn going on and all this, a lot of turmoil. And I tell you what, I feel sorry for Joe Biden. I don't think he sexually harassed anybody. I just think he's stupid. I'm not saying I don't believe the woman. I do. I believe the woman. I think just Joe's so stupid he didn't know he was screwing up because he just doesn't have any sense. Hey, look, this is what we do in Washington. We molest women. We molest boys, whatever, whatever they can get their hands on. Which that in itself is a sad state of affairs. Henry McClure live, coming to you from the College Hill Pizza Pub. A friend of mine said that this picture was upside down. Oh, listen to this. A friend of mine who's got a newborn baby gets fired today from a job because of breastfeeding. And we're not talking about a job that's high profile. We're talking about a job, yes, it's in the service industry, but it revolves around pets. So, I mean, seriously, you could go in the back room and feed your baby. And the lady that fired her, she's had kids. I mean, when do women help women? And maybe maybe the shop owner is between men and forgot what it's like to have her tits sucked on. But I can't fathom not feeding a little baby. I'm taking the baby side on this one. I got a special place in my heart for that baby. Hey, don't let that baby miss any meals. Hey, you know what I'm talking about. But a woman firing another lady, and who needs a job more than the lady with the newborn baby? And, breastfeeding, that's a good thing. Great nutrients. It's the way to go. I mean, we're built, we're built to take care of our own. It's the way the system works. Anyway, Charlie Wilson got to go on a car ride or two today, so he's happy. He's looking at me over there. We got severe thunderstorm warnings here in Kansas, in Topeka. So it doesn't look like anybody's going to call in, which if Andy the Mothman is watching. Well, anyway, I'm live here in Topeka, Kansas. First and foremost, trying to sell the College Hill Pizza Pub. So give me a shout at any time if you want to tour the property. $500,000 gets you a nice house and a fully equipped pizza restaurant. I'm live. Whether you like it or not.